up, everybody? This video is about a major hurricane on its way here to Florida. And I've recorded hurricane stuff in the past. You remember Hurricane Ian? Wow, I recorded through that a little bit. But with this one, it looks to be pretty bad. And the eye is coming through here. For those who don't know, I live in Lakeland, Florida, which is dead smack in the middle of the state. And on its current path, which can change, thankfully, it shows that we're gonna be getting the eye. Personally, here in Lakeland, I think I've been through, over the last 27 years, 4 or 5 eyes, something like that. But this one's supposed to be pretty bad. We just got done with Hurricane Helene. We didn't get much here, thank God, but the Florida coast destroyed. Tampa, which is like 30 minutes from me to the west, completely just messed up, man. So I figured this time around, why not get my camera and bring you guys along on the experience. With Hurricane Ian, well, that one was probably the worst one I've been in. So in order to alleviate my stress, I'm gonna depend on the camera to kind of bring that down a bit by focusing on making a cool video. Alright, fast forwarding now to Tuesday. Currently 4:30 p.m. We're about to get the 5 p.m. major advisory. Looks like all the models are starting to shift towards Sarasota, which means here in Lakeland we're going to be getting a non-stop northeast to northwest eye wall. Isn't that fun? So as you can see behind me, we pretty much took the entire day to prep. We got everything boarded up, put away. Usual stuff for a big hurricane whenever it's on its way in. All day long you've been hearing everyone neighborhood after neighborhood with saws going, with drills going, with hammers going, everything. And yeah, we've actually made the decision that we're not going to be staying here tonight. We're going to be going to the next town over to another place that we have over in Plant City, Florida. If you hear right now, that's actually the hurricane hunters right there. One thing that's really cool about Lakeland is that it's one of the main spots for NHC to come and have their hurricane hunters set from the Air Force. They're right over there off Lakeland Linder Airport. Super cool. So all day long we're hearing planes going in and out, in and out, in and out. And then because we're about to get the 5 p.m. advisory, there's going to be hurricane hunters coming in and out. Alright, good morning. It's currently 5 a.m. and the 5 a.m. advisory just came out. I probably slept for about 2 hours, give or take, which is pretty typical on the eve of a hurricane. But we're not going to get much sleep tonight either because it's going to be making landfall around 2 a.m. I'm out here in my kitchen. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the new NHC little interactive map and show you guys exactly what we're looking at here because it's not looking too great. But what we have is the storm right now in that lower basin of the Florida Peninsula near Key West. It's about 300 and some odd miles from Tampa. Now, the worst case scenario is the storm going in around Clearwater area, which would cause all of that storm surge to go into the bay. We definitely don't want that. Now, as for me, I'm right here, right here, dead smack in the middle next to Tampa. So this means that with this mapping, the eye is going to go right under Lakeland, which would mean that we get the entirety of the eye wall the whole way through. The best bit here is that we all just hunker down and kind of enjoy the ride. It sucks. It's definitely not a fun time, but you can make it a fun time by making sure you're fully prepared, have everything done the day before everything happens, and then maybe have a few friends with you throughout the process because it's a lot more fun and less stressful if you have your good friends around and you can make jokes about it or, have some fun food. We have a bunch of goodies here, stuff like that, so it should be a lot of fun. Alright, here we go. It's 10 a.m. and it's raining. It's a really misty kind of rain. Very, very, very humid. The best part about the storm is that come 8, 9 a.m. tomorrow morning when it works its way out, it's going to take all the moisture with it and it should be about 65 degrees for the entirety of the weekend. I'm so excited for that. Alright, we're loaded up. Let's go. We're settled in now, and honestly, I'm not even worried about the hurricane anymore. It's the unprecedented amount of tornado activity that's coming in from this band. It's actually crazy. Like, this is Tornado Alley crap. We're getting PDS tornadoes, EF3 plus confirmed on the ground. Cape Coral just got smashed. Okeechobee just got smashed. Not something we were really expecting. We were expecting like maybe EF1 tornadoes, which usually happens with a hurricane where it touches down for a little bit and then goes away, does a little bit of damage, a little wild. So it's currently like 3 p.m. We still have like 6, 7, 8 hours until like the bulk of it comes through. I'm already getting this. Massive shout out to Ryan Hall and his team for giving us a play-by-play, neighborhood by neighborhood, county by county, because a lot of people are just talking about the hurricane, go figure. It's going 6 o'clock. The power's cut on and off a couple of times, but hey, came back. It looks like the storm's gonna come in hours earlier than predicted. But so far, so good. 6 p.m., still a Cat 3, and my God, the tornadoes, man, the tornadoes. Going on 6:40, and we just got the extreme wind warning. Only until 9:30 p.m. though, so that's not too crazy bad. Thought it was going to be a lot longer than that. Granted, it's making landfall a lot earlier than we thought. Look outside. Just looks like dreary rain, and randomly we'll get a big old spike of wind. Even though the alarms go off and they sound scary and all that, still have power. It's 9:22. We're in the thick of the eye wall, I guess you could say. It's coming over us now, and then heading over more eastern, northeastern, give or take. And it's really roaring out there, man. Like, you can't really hear it inside the house, thankfully. Not today! I tell you what, this poor palm right here is gonna take a big bro. So yeah, that's the roughest part right there. Alright, it's going on 10 o'clock and we finally lost power. It's been 12, 13, 14 different little blips of it going off and then pop it back on, but I think it finally gave. Everyone in the group chat, whether it's A-Sharp, if it's Lewis, whoever, they've all lost power and we were the last ones to lose it. Thankfully we still have cellular connection, so I have a hotspot on the iPad so we can still see what's going on. And then have my key lights from the shop hooked up to USB boxes. It's keeping everything nice and lit up. How are we feeling about this? Yeah, feeling like it's hot. Yeah, feeling like it's a little hot in here.
As the center there, the eye wall is still somewhat intact on the northern end. And again, this has been a front-loaded storm as far as precipitation is concerned, with the flooding rains that have been ongoing across Hillsborough, Pinellas. Again, historic rainfall. We just heard from our own Jeff Baradelli on WFLA speaking to the amount of rain they've seen there in portions of Pinellas County tonight, and it extends northward along the Nature Coast, not to forget Pasco and Hernando. But again, that core of the wind is working its way to the east into Polk County and eventually over towards Orange County. Home to
oh my goodness.
I mean, yeah, it's incredible stuff. to witness. But again, with these kind of winds across the area, this is to be expected.
Expected, sure.
Yeah.
But seeing it.
Yeah, seeing is believing, and that's what we're seeing tonight, unfortunately. Yeah.
That is more and more of the roof. Now we're getting in more videos, more into the queue. I'm almost terrified to see what's coming up here next. I have to point out,
wow, look at this.
This is the home of not just the Rays, but during this storm of linemen and first responders that have been using this as a launching point for being able to get out. This is where first responders have basically, stationed themselves, as well as linemen, power crews in the area to get Pinellas County and the greater area back up online. So this is not what you want to see.
Definitely not.
An official report for us with storm surge. We'll have to see how much higher it got after it stopped reporting. So we'll keep an eye on that. But we do know that Sarasota Bay, down towards Siesta, Venice, and into Longboat, we're going to see that highest surge because it came ashore near Siesta. So everywhere points south.
Oh, yeah, clear as day.
Ooh-wee. Just had to put a tree down right there, huh?
I can't tell if that's the ditch or if that's the roadway still.
This is the
That's
roadway.
still the roadway. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
that's the roadway. Yeah, I wouldn't go over that big ass branch.
I'm not. I'm just getting closer.
We're coming around. Surprise!
Yeah, this is literally what it's like for like a mile and a half on the other side.
Yeah, look at my sticker. It goes,
Hey, you're in a 2500. You're fine. Get the f through this shit.
I don't know, Ethan.
It's fine. Just gotta take nice and slow. Well, look at me in my 25. There's a fucking Ford Transit van behind us trying to do the same shit.
Oh, okay. I don't know about him.
Yeah.
I don't know about him.
He gave me a thumbs up. He's like, all right. You see why I put full drive auto on when I came through?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I smoke gasoline.
Yeah, I do too.
Why do I smoke gasoline?
Probably
Okay.
generators.
I hope so.
Or gas line.
I hope so. Well, it's bad up here.
Oh, it is bad up here.
I don't know how deep this is up here.
Yeah, I don't either.
Not in this car, you won't.
My goodness, yeah. Guess we have to learn it.
I'm definitely not going to go through while the sheriff's in it.
I wouldn't go through it anyways. So we're just gonna go back through here, track to I-4, take exit 28 with 92 Memorial,
Out of range.
and that should take us on a straight path. I smell raw fuel like a gas line or something. It definitely smells like a gas line. Someone got a match? Oh yeah, he'd be just fine. We are a marine vessel.
I have a truck, boat truck.
I can confirm that that fucking sucks.
Hey, you go ahead and you drive through the right.
Nah. Abort. Abort. Don't go that way. Yeah, that's one diesel. Oh, brother, you ain't making that. You ain't making that.
What size of boat can I make? Can I go? Yeah, look, there's another car that's through. Hey, look at this one.
Brother, I don't know about that.
Yeah, the ambulance is trying to tell him, hey, turn the f around. Yeah, look at the ambulance. Problem is, everybody gets
My God, we got so lucky, man. At least
That's another reason why I was like so content with being at my house. There's no trees remotely near my house.
Yeah. The boots are on, so you know the cleanup day is pretty serious. Alright, we are day 2 post-Hurricane Milton, and this one was a rough one, man. I would say this is my second worst. Hurricane Ian was definitely the first worst. But yeah, I didn't really film much during the southern part of the eye wall. All the footage you guys saw that night was of the northern eye wall, which was really not that bad, honestly. But when we got to the secondary, that other part of the eye, that's when it got rough, man. That southern part was probably 120 mile-an-hour winds sustained and 130, 40 gusts. That was rough. But as it stands, you know, you get through it. You know you'll be safe if you're not flooding, by the way. And then you move on. Right now we're back at my house in Lakeland and cleaning things up. We got so lucky, man. I was really expecting the worst just because we had a lot of stuff that could potentially cause damage to the house, and nothing happened. We lost a couple shingles. Go figure, it's a hurricane. That usually happens. Pretty easy fix. But the neighbors next to us, they made a tree house. Tree went through their house, a massive oak tree that went through the back. We talked with them for a bit. And on the other side, they have another neighbor's palm tree fall into their shed, which was also leaning on the power lines. So now it's just a cleanup effort, man. Especially people who are in West Polk County, Eastern Hillsborough. It's going to be a long time before they get it figured out. We are so lucky. It's pretty much all done. We're about 4 or 5 days since the hurricane. My house still doesn't have power, which is why I'm here at the shop, because it in fact has power, Wi-Fi, AC, and all that. So I pulled an all-nighter just to get this video put up for you guys. This one was a rough one, go figure, but you know, shout out to the National Hurricane Center and everyone. Their forecast was pretty much dead on the entire time. It did make landfall a little bit early, but as to where it was making landfall, it was pretty much dead on, and people had a lot of time to prepare. As for my neighbors that had the tree go through their house, they're the best neighbors you could ever ask for. They're an amazing family, and there is a GoFundMe to help out with that. I think they've raised already 10 grand for it. I'll put it down below. Amazing people. If you want to help them out, please go ahead and donate. I know there's a lot of places that you can donate to help out people who suffered, you know, damage and whatnot from this hurricane. Just this one affects me personally, and I really wanted to help them because they're amazing people. For the record, I didn't make the treehouse joke. I'm not trying to be insensitive. They're the ones who made the treehouse joke because we like to deal with things that really suck by making fun of it. I still don't have power, but that's okay. I'm not going to complain about it. A lot of people have it way worse than us. And the last thing I'm going to complain about is power. I mean, we still have a house. We still have our livelihood, you know. I'm not really going to be sad about it. Although one of the surveyors were being kind of mouthy as to why they couldn't get our power on. But that's another thing. I'm not gonna. We're done. End of the hurricane video. Up next is gonna be a Suburban, and then back to regularly scheduled programming, I do believe. So yeah, cool. All right, see ya.
You know?